Hey everybody, I'm here with Eric from Capcom, here to talk about Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City.
Hey.
Now Eric, the game takes place in Resident Evil 2 timeline?
Yeah, so basically Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City takes place between RE2 and RE3. It's September 1998. Gas prices are really low. There's a lot of zombie outbreak going on at Raccoon City. So what happened is that the T-virus got leaked, basically. Umbrella messed up, T-virus is out there, it's turning all these people into zombies. What they want to do is they want to cover up that truth. They want to make sure that nobody knows that they leaked it. And what they're doing is they basically essentially took their SEAL Team 6, there's called the Umbrella Security Service, the Delta Force, and they're sent in to Raccoon City to sort of control the truth, to make sure nobody finds out about it.
Great. Now, how does this work with, there's multiple characters you can select, correct?
Yep.
And there's a multiplayer aspect to the game. Will people be able to join in and out like they did in Resident Evil 5?
So yeah, there's 6 characters in the Delta team, and the 6 characters, when you start a game, basically you can select 4 of them. You got to set it online with your buddy, so you can jump into the game at the start of it, move through it. We're kind of tweaking depending if you can jump in, jump out. That's still all up in the air yet, but if one of the partners dies or one of the squad mates dies and they just drop out, they got to go eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something, the game will continue on, AI will replace it. So that's kind of how it works. The cool thing about this, as I mentioned, this is the first time that you can actually play as Umbrella, which never happened in a Resident Evil game before.
Yeah, and it looks fantastic.
Awesome, thanks man.
Now I noticed when playing the demo, right when you start off, you can choose different weapons. Is that like a default layout, or is that a layout that can be changed, upgraded, like in previous games?
So yeah, in this build, the E3 build for Raccoon City, basically we have a lot of weapons unlocked, and there's different character classes. So as we move along and the game progresses in development, we're thinking about locking down certain weapons for certain character classes. But as you move through the game, you'll be able to unlock different weapons that'll, the characters could use. And all these weapons have different unique little tweaks to them or abilities. So some fire faster, some inflict more damage, and things like that. So you got to be pretty strategic about what you choose. Another
thing I noticed is that this game seemed to have a little bit more melee action to it, more so than any other games. Well, in previous games you could like knife somebody. This seems a little bit more involved. Is there anything more about that? Yeah, so there's a whole melee system where it's the CQC, or close quarters combat, and in that system, you can punch somebody, kick them from behind, just a directional, and it's pretty simple to execute, but it's very fun if you can time it right, because you can do these things called brutal kills, and if you time it right and you kind of rock back and forth on the Xbox 360, if you rock back and forth between your B and your A button at the right moment, you'll execute this quick time event that kind of creates a brutal kill where you'll do some pretty violent stuff. Great, and to wrap this up, I noticed, like you said, it takes place between Resident Evil 2 and 3,
yep.
And right in the beginning, you see basically Leon get split up with Claire.
Yep.
And the first thing that one of the mercenaries say is, let's go kill the cop or something like that.
Yep.
Is this going to stay true to what happened in Resident Evil 2, just embellish on it, or is it going to take it in a different direction?
So there's going to be a lot of familiar faces and some new faces in this game that'll sort of weave itself into the storyline, obviously being between Resident Evil 2 and 3. There's going to be a lot of crossover. You'll see locations and people that you saw before. Now, this is an alternate universe, sort of, like you're playing as Umbrella. So, the storyline itself, I'm going to leave that up for you guys to discover. We might talk a little bit more about it as the campaign moves along, but it's probably, something best left to you guys to experience for yourself.
And when can we look forward to seeing Resident Evil?
So Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City will be out this winter for PS3, Xbox 360, and PC, which is games for Windows, as well as Steam.
Great, thank you so much.
Thanks.